And here we go, Oceanography. Chapter 22, The Water Planet, has 4 different sections. And before we begin, I want to ask a general question. How important is the ocean in the Earth system? Well, the ocean's full impact is not yet known, but we do know it holds the key to worldwide climate. It also supports organisms that contribute oxygen to the atmosphere and that are critical for the worldwide food web. So oceanography affects so many other parts of the Earth system. Now in 22.1, we're going to summarize the beginnings of oceanography, and then we're also going to describe some methods of modern oceanic research. So let's begin with what we think of as the beginning of modern oceanography. Now in 1872, the HMS Challenger logged over 120,000 kilometers and was the first steamship to cross the Antarctic Circle. It took about 20 years to organize and report the information it obtained. That's how much information it actually recorded for that entire year, that 120,000 kilometers. It took scientists 20 years to organize it. It's phenomenal. Now, scientific study of the ocean began in the mid-1800s. It didn't have the scientific instruments and the technology we have today, so it actually used ship logs that captains used to record information in, rather than direct observation and evidence. Now, modern oceanographers work in land laboratories and on research vessels. One of the largest organizations on the planet is NOAA, that stands for National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, and they have hundreds, if not thousands, of different tools around the planet to organize and research information on the oceans. Now, the military's development of submarines and surface ships led to more accurate oceanic charts and new instruments such as sonar and magnetic recorders. Now, without the military's development and military funding, we probably wouldn't know as much about the ocean as we do now. Scientists gather information using tools including sophisticated computers, robots, sonar, submersibles, and metal tubes to collect seafloor sediments. They also use satellites to collect data from moored buoys. Now, going back, computers, some of these are as simple as some type of netbook or laptop. Robots typically are the ones that we put down into the bottom of the ocean where it's very dangerous for human beings, and so we send a robot down there. Sonar, we'll be talking about sonar pretty soon. And then submersibles, just like we've seen in movies. There's also a couple different pictures that we'll show you, and I'll give you some examples on those. Now, one example is Alvin. The deep sea vessel Alvin can take 2 people over 4 kilometers deep, and you might recognize this. This is the same submersible, the same vessel that actually found the Titanic. Now, with these submersibles and with all this technology, we have found some amazing things in the ocean. For example, these carbonate structures at the Lost City field include these spires stretching 90 feet tall. They're amazing. Or you might see a mineral chimney, a microbe mat on the seafloor in the Gulf of Mexico. So technology, these different tools have really opened up what we have found in the ocean. Next up, we'll have 22.2, properties of ocean, or properties of water.